15 miles per hour. You see the humidity, and it is indeed clear. Bruce Bochy's lineup looks like this. Check that. It's Bruce Bochy's old team. The Padres lineup looks like this. It'll be Cabrera, followed by Tony Gwynn Jr., and then Kevin Kuzminoff. This guy always gets highlighted. Every time we do the Padres lineup, he's the big dog. It's Adrian Gonzalez. 8 home runs against lefties. That's 4th most in the National League. And for Gonzalez, he has 24 total. Then it'll be Headley, followed by Kyle Banks, a young player that we haven't seen a whole lot of. The former Giant Eliezer Alfonso. He will hit 7th. Hitting 8th is Luis Rodriguez. And then pitching and batting 9th is Josh Banks.
Let's take a look at the Giants defense tonight. It'll be Bowker, Rowand, and Wynn. That's your outfield, with Sherholtz getting a night off. Renteria and Sandoval, they'll patrol the left side of the infield. Uribe and Ishikawa will patrol the right side. Eli Whiteside will do the catching tonight, in that Benji Molina is away from the ballpark with his wife as they are having a baby. Jonathan Sanchez will be on the hill tonight. Sanchez, against these Padres lifetime, is 1-2. He's been in 11 games. Some of those, of course, have been in relief. But tonight he takes the ball as a starter. And this is a very important start for Jonathan Sanchez. He wants to stay in that rotation. And to do so, he's going to have to show more consistency. Consistency with his fastball command, consistency with his secondary pitch control. If you look at his numbers on the year, 2-8, 69 2/3 innings, 72 hits allowed. But look at the walk total, 46 walks. And that tells you that he doesn't have great command. He does have good stuff. He's averaging just about 1 strikeout per inning, which is exceptional. And the one thing about his stuff that stands out is that he has a fastball where they swing and they miss. And that is why, with Jonathan Sanchez, you can afford to be patient. Tonight, however, he needs to have a good outing. Let's take a look at our Firestone leaderboard. The 2009 Giants pitching. And how does it rank in the National League? Well, the team ERA is first, starter wins is first, shutouts is first, strikeouts is first, and opponents batting average 240 as a team. That is outstanding. And that is our Firestone leaderboard.
Well, before the ball game, the 2 All-Stars receiving their All-Star jerseys. And how cool is that?
Very cool. Just make sure you pack those when you head out to St. Louis.
That's right. They don't have too many extras laying around.
No.
So we are ready for baseball here at AT&T Park. That young man, Jonathan Sanchez. Mike talked about his lifetime record against the Padres. He started twice this year against San Diego, and he's lost both times.
Well, when he's right, he's going to throw you a fastball that'll go 93 to 96 miles per hour with a lazy arm action that gets on you quick. Like that. And you'll see a lot of fouls late the first time through the lineup. Both righties and lefties.
Breaks his bat, bounces this one to Renteria. And that's how this game gets started, as Sanchez will pick up the barrel of the bat, 1 out.
Now, there's a little glare right now in the batter's eye out in center field, and it's not an easy pickup for the guys in the batter's box. They're not seeing the ball very well right now. You can see the glare out in center field. And as tough as Jonathan Sanchez is normally the first time through the lineup, now because he can't see very well, he's especially tough.
Here's Tony Gwynn Jr. hitting .302. He's never faced Sanchez before. Picked up the first hit off of Lincecum in the game last night, and it came in the 7th inning. There's a late call strike by home plate umpire Brian Runge.
Right now, Jonathan Sanchez is blowing. Good fastball.
Swinging a foul back, gets 1-2.
Get a fastball like that in a background like the hitters are looking into, you don't have to throw many other pitches than that fastball.
There's the umpires, Hallian, Campos, and Phil Cuzzi from first to third. One and two to Tony Gwynn, just underway. Got him.
Wow. Just lazy arm, low 3/4, and boom, just exploding with second stage movement that has a jump on it. And right now, the Padres, they're overmatched right now.
Here's Kuzminov. Kuzminov hitting .241, takes a strike. 44 RBIs with 11 home runs, 1 for 4 last night.
I mean, this is a rough at bat right now, Pards.
Yeah, it's probably the combination that you're talking about. Good stuff, hard to see. Ouch. Check swing, 1 and 2.
You don't normally see that, especially when Kuzminov is looking for fastballs. He usually gets off a swing. I mean, what can you do as a hitter?
You just got to hope you can get something low in the strike zone, and it's a fastball. I know what I would do.
What's that?
I'd go for a walk. Long run, and it's going to fall in between Gwynn, Uribe, and Ishikawa.
Well, that would have been a good play for whoever could have made the play. Just out there in the no man's land of a triangle.
In another ballpark, that's a play the right fielder will normally make, but because right fielders shade so far into the right center field alleyway, it's too long a run for Randy Gwynn. Doesn't matter. 2 strikeouts for Sanchez. Giants are coming up. 0-0 as we head to the Giants half of the first inning, and it is time for the Giants starting lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Rowan back in the leadoff spot. After a night off, it's Randy Gwynn and Sandoval. Travis Ishikawa, the cleanup hitter. He has an 8-game hitting streak, and those are his numbers during those 8 games. Renteria, then Bowker, followed by Uribe, Whiteside, and Sanchez.
All right, the Padres on defense tonight will set it up with Headley, Gwynn, and Blanks. That's your outfield. Cabrera and Kuzminov on the left side of the infield. Rodriguez and Gonzalez on the right side of the infield, and Eliezer Alfonso will be doing the catching for the Padres tonight. And on the hill tonight will be Josh Banks. Banks, 6'3", 215-pound, 26-year-old. 1-0 on the year. 21 hits allowed in 7 2/3 innings. And they say this guy will throw the kitchen sink. He'll even throw a knuckleball at times. Split, changeup, slider, curveball, fastball, 2-seam, 4-seam. He likes pitching against the Giants. He has made, this will be his 4th start against the Giants. He's 1-0 with an 0.95 ERA. He has 1 career complete game, and it was against the Giants. He allowed just 1 unearned run.
The 1-0 to Aaron Rowan, and Rowan drives one foul on the left field line. Rowan 1 for 8 lifetime against Banks. Is hitting over 300 against the Padres this year and does have a home run. The 1-1 pitch to Aaron Rowan. Rowan goes the other way, hit pretty well, and foul, but into the arcade.
Impressive. Banks got that pitch up on the outside part of the plate. Aaron Rowan did not play yesterday because of a little stiffness in his body because of a collision in center field. Here, he's basically saying, I feel pretty good. Got a lot of extra batting practice today. Told Carney Lansford he was good to go, and here he is in the lineup.
Way outside, 2-2.
Was that the knuckleball?
That was something really weird.
It looked funky from our view.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Eliezer Alfonso is gonna drop it. Not hit really high enough for him to get comfortable.
Well, it would have been a really good play. He does know the environment. I mean, he's played here. Took a look, took another look, took another look. And dropped it. He was not happy. He thought he should have had that one. But it would have been a good play.
3-2. Right now, Banks is going to have to live with his fastball.
Well, he's not getting any other pitch over. And he's in a 3-2 count here. And this is where, you know, the Giants have a little advantage in these 3-2 get it in fastball situations with a guy up there with power like Aaron Rowan, the leadoff hitter, could burn a starting pitcher off the get-go.
One out. This was Aaron Rowan the other day making the terrific catch off of West Helms.
It would have been a good play had he just caught the ball the way he caught the high backhander, but didn't go full bore into the wall and get up like he does it every day. That was what was remarkable.
Randy Gwynn hitting .273. Randy Gwynn led off last night and got a base hit in his last at bat in the 8th inning to make it a 1-for-5 night. Pulls this one foul. Came very close. Well, he didn't come very close. He did hit it off his body, which he does just about once a game.
He beats his racehorse legs up.
Completely away from the shin guard. Unbelievable.
He should just go out there with the full catcher's gear on. Seriously, there's a resolve to all this. Just wear the shin guards when you take your at bat. I've never seen a guy beat his legs up as bad as Randy Gwynn.
I have not either.
From both sides.
Pablo Sandoval on deck. Bottom of the first inning, just underway. He almost, if he didn't, he almost did it again.
I can tell you, if I'm pitching against him, I'm going right back there. Sooner or later, he's not going to want to swing. I mean, that went between his legs.
Yep.
That's hard to do.
Fouls this one down the left field line. That'll be out of play. Giants are 9 games over the 500 mark. They've been at 9 games a number of different times over the past couple of weeks, and they just cannot get it to 10 games over. A win tonight, and they can do that. Eliezer Alfonso is being called off by Kuzminov. 2 outs.
Well, it's a good thing Kuzminov came in to give Alfonso some help, because Alfonso would have been chewed up on that one. That would have been a very difficult play for a catcher. The wind here will push pop-ups and fly balls out towards the field. If they're a pop-up at home plate, they'll be pushed out towards the mound, and it's just a lot of area to try and be responsible for covering pop-ups if you're a catcher. Not easy.
Recount. They want to recount. Save the Panda. Pretty good stuff. Pulled foul. To give you an idea how things can change over the course of 4 or 5 days, on Monday, game 1 of the series against the Marlins, Travis Ishikawa was hitting 8th. Today, he's the cleanup hitter. Two balls and 1 strike. Way out in front, 2-2.
Got him reaching. Time you throw an off-speed pitch and you get that hitter to leave his back leg, you've made a good pitch. Watch the back leg. There is no drive at all. Just all reach. If he makes contact with that, I mean, that's what you want as a pitcher. You want to pitch to contact after you've taken that back leg out. There's the Panda.
Pandaval.
Yeah, Pablo Pandaval. Genius. That is genius. Pablo Pandaval. You never know when a nickname is going to pop up and bite you. Well, I think we just had to do it.
Oh, my gosh. He got him with a high fastball, and that ends the inning. I don't know. That AB didn't work out too good with Pandaval.
Welcome back to Giants Baseball. I'm Amy Gutierrez, and by now you've heard the news that Pablo Sandoval did not get chosen as an alternate to the All-Star game, so that got us thinking, and when we get to thinking, you get a poll question. Here it is. Go to csnbayarea.com to vote. The question is, who should decide the All-Star injury replacements? A, All-Star manager, B, commissioner, C, players, or D, you, the fans? Just check out Giants Post-Game Live for the results. Gwynn and Mike.
All right. Thanks, Amy. Randy Gwynn has been replaced. So clearly that foul ball dinged him pretty good. It's 1-1 to Adrian Gonzalez. 1-2. So Nate Scherholtz is now in right field.
Well, we hope it's nothing serious. We've seen him beat his legs up, though, since spring. It's just almost like every day.
Bowker. 1 out. Wow. Nobody goes better the opposite way with power than Adrian Gonzalez.
We're going to take a look at the swing. Watch the front leg. And it hits him right on top of the foot. Completely misses the protective piece. So Nate Scherholtz is in right field, and Randy Gwynn is in the training room with an ice bag.
Here's Headley. Good first pitch strike to Headley. That's a flare. Scherholtz a long run. Scherholtz is going to track it down. 2 outs.
Well, don't miss the first annual Giants County Fair. It's in McCovey Cove, going on right now through the 19th. Located in Lot A here at AT&T Park, the traditional fair features 20 carnival rides. And the San Diego Padres are going to be here, and you can be there, and you can do both. You can visit sfgiants.com/fair to purchase your $25 combo ticket. You can see the Giants take on the Padres, and then your ticket will also get you unlimited rides at the Giants County Fair. Go to sfgiants.com/fair for more information.
Kyle Banks pops this one up. Whiteside got a late break. Now the ball drifts back, and he makes the catch. And Eliezer Alfonso not doing anybody any favors. Yo, Eliezer, take a hike. All right, very good. Here's Travis Ishikawa. No base runners in this game. Ishikawa hitting .273. 3 for 4 last night with a home run. Edgar Renteria to follow. Hits one into right center field, and he hits it well. This baby is a big bounce off the wall, and Ishikawa's going for 3. And Ishikawa's got a triple.
Stand-up style. Yeah, you can smell the confidence that he's taken into that batter's box right now. And we're going to make this swing of the bat just a challenge fastball down and in. Just a bit above the knees, and we're going to make that our forward quality drive of the game. Why not? For Ishikawa, this stand-up triple is his second triple of the year, and it's our forward quality drive. Atta babe.
His first one, opening day, cleared the bases, a triple against the Brewers. Here's Renteria. Renteria takes low and away. Matter of fact, it was in that same area, Triples Alley. That's why they call it Triples Alley. One ball and no strikes. Renteria hitting .266. Fouls this one into the club level.
Oh, what a play. A father caught the ball, handed to his son. That's a great scene right there.
The old man coming through for the kid. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Right now the Padres are playing a pitch him away, play him away defense against Renteria. They're playing him like he's a left-handed pull hitter. You can see the gap here is pinched. Almost a straightaway set, almost a pull set in this ballpark with the right fielder. And look at the room on the line in left field. Chase Headley is way off the line.
Outside, 3-1.
I mean, if you're in the batter's box and you're seeing this defense, you pretty much have to look away. It is all stacked up to the right side of the field.
Renteria very good with runners in scoring position. He was not biting. Here's John Bowker.
You know, early in the game, you give up a leadoff triple. You really have to say to yourself, the most important thing is staying out of the big inning.
Yeah, you treat it like a leadoff home run.
Exactly. If they score the run, okay, tip your hat, hang with them. But you do not want to see a 2 or 3 or 4 run go up there. What Banks just did is what a lot of young pitchers will do. They'll start to shave that side of the plate, pitching for the strikeout. And they get themselves into a walk situation. Now there's another base runner. And here comes the big inning.
Bowker lines it foul. Bowker took it 0 for 3 in his season debut last night.
You know, when a guy comes up out of the minor leagues with the credentials that he has come up with, a hitting coach here at this level says, I want this guy to get a couple of quick hits, get his confidence up here, the same level that he had down at AAA level.
Coming in is Headley. Ishikawa does not tag. Renteria does, and he makes it.
Heads up play.
Although it was a little closer than you would want it to be.
Now the Giants get something out of the out. They move up the runner out of first, and they take the force away. You're right, it was bang bang. Kuzmanov really, you watch Kuzmanov's feet as he gets himself in position to go to third. That was a quick release.
I think that ball hit Renteria in the back. Otherwise it'd have gone into the outfield.
Could be right.
Here's Uribe hitting .291 with 4 home runs, 19 driven in. with first base open, I would be shocked if they gave Uribe anything to hit. Why not try to set up the double play?
Banks throws a sinker. I agree with you.
Instead, coming in is Gwynn. Gwynn can't get it. He trapped it. And now the ball gets away and Uribe slides into second. A run comes in. It's 1-0 Giants.
Great base running by Juan Uribe. In a play where there's going to be a possible throw at home plate, the first baseman's going to leave his position, go to the middle of the diamond, and he's going to become the cutoff man. That allows the back runner, Uribe, to really make an aggressive turn at first. I mean, he can come halfway. And once he sees that ball get past the cutoff man, that's his ticket to take second base. He got out there halfway. He saw that the ball got past the cutoff man, and he easily took second. And now he's not in force. He's not in a forced situation at first base. The Giants are all set to go large in this inning.
Here's Eli Whiteside. Whiteside inning 263. Low and away, 1-0. Uribe has been coming through with some big hits.
Well, he has hit the comfort zone in the National League. I mean, he's starting to get a good idea of the National League pitchers now. And it really has made a big difference in his jump and batting average.
Whiteside pops this one up. Gwynn broke back. Now it's going to be the shortstop. He drops it. Renteria scores. Uribe to third. Tony Gwynn broke back, and that left it up to the shortstop, Cabrera. And that was Gwynn's fault.
Now, I don't think he saw the ball well enough off the bat. There's a little bit of delay on his first step. But even so, he has to be the guy to call off the shortstop, Cabrera. Well, he got a lot of glove on it.
Well, he made a really nice effort. It'll be a base hit for Whiteside and an RBI.
No communication. He is not talking at all. And you saw right there at the end, Cabrera in defense looked at Gwynn to see if there was going to be collision. By taking his eye off the ball, it probably cost him a chance to make the play. A mistake from a young player. But you shouldn't be making communication mistakes by the time you get to the big leagues. You really shouldn't. Watch him look away from the ball right there towards the end. If he stays on the ball, he probably catches it.
Well, here's Sanchez. See if Bruce Bochy has Sanchez try to advance Whiteside to second. Sanchez really hasn't earned the right to swing. He's 0 for 16.
Well, yeah, with 13 strikeouts. But he is a pretty good bunter.
Nice play all the way around. Whiteside goes down to second. 1-4 on the sacrifice bunt. And here's Aaron Rowan.
Let's watch the form. Set the bat hit on top of the strike zone. If the ball is above, you take. If it's below, you bunt it and get the bat head out where you can see contact with the ball. Perfect technique. And with a runner at first base, you want to bunt it down the first base side. Everything about that is picture perfect. And he does it on the first pitch to add to the momentum. Everything is great. That job well done.
So here's Rowan. Rowan with a base hit. Uribe scores. Whiteside scores. 4-0 Giants.
And that's the swing of the bat that they had problems hitting in the first couple of months, and they're not having a problem hitting it now. They're coming out with big opportunities. They're getting the big hits, and they're having big innings because of it. And he's not waiting around. First pitch, bang, a belt-high mistake, T-ball location right over the middle of the plate, and not too greedy. Disciplined the bat right back up the middle. That's a great AB with 2 outs. That one hurt Banks.
Here's Sherholtz batting for the first time. In tight, 1 ball and no strikes. Randy Wynn started. Randy Wynn fouled the ball off his leg. Did not go out to right field after the first inning. So hopefully everything is okay with Randy Wynn, as he will take the rest of the night off. It's 2 balls and no strikes with Pablo Sandoval on deck. Two balls and no strikes. Rowan's 2 RBIs gives him 39. Sherholtz drives it to left, and putting it away is Headley to end the inning. Giants drop 4 on the Padres after 2, 4-0 San Francisco. It's 4-0 Giants as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Is Eliezer Alfonso faces Jonathan Sanchez, and Alfonso skies at the left. Bowker underneath it. Bowker waiting, Bowker catching. And we have a guest, and it's one of our favorites. It's former Giant Darren Lewis. Darren, welcome into the booth. It's good to see you, man.
Thank you. Great to see you guys.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
We've said from time to time that you would have loved to play in this center field with all the space out there.
Absolutely. You got that right center field out there. There's a lot of room to cover, but would have been a lot of fun.
Here's Luis Rodriguez, who takes a strike, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Mike always says the best defensive team he's ever seen was 1993. You buy that?
I agree. That was the best defensive team that had the opportunity to play on. If you went around to each position, you pretty much had a Gold Glove at each spot. You know, at first base, Will Clark, you know, RT at second, Royce Gold Glove caliber shortstop. So great defensive club.
What was the best ballpark you ever played in?
Well, I was lucky to play in the 2 old ones, Wrigley Field and Fenway Park. I would have to say the most electric as far as night in and night out was definitely Fenway. Just the intensity of the fans, and you know, so yeah, most likely Fenway Park.
Was the most difficult Candlestick?
Without a question.
Yeah.
Without a question, just having to play with, you know, the swirling winds every night, the cold weather, and you know, just a place where you couldn't take your eye off the ball ever.
This is one of our favorite catches, and maybe your favorite. I don't know, but this was a good one.
That's one of them. I had dreamed about making that catch for many years, and when I did it, I was so excited. And Barry was right there to greet me, so that was awesome.
Did you make that catch in your backyard a lot when you were a little kid?
All the time. That's why I was so happy after I did it, because I thought about it so much.
I mean, that's the great thing about those catches. If you had a chance to play in the major leagues, you made all those plays when you were a kid.
That's right.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's 0-2 to Josh Banks here in the 3rd inning. We're visiting with Darren Lewis. As Jonathan Sanchez throws the 0-2 pitch, and that is hit into left center field. Bowker coming in, and he'll make the running catch. We're going to ask Darren Lewis to stay for another half inning. Sandoval, Ishikawa, Renteria coming up.
And some of my old teammates. But you're right. They do spend a lot of time recognizing former players, and obviously it makes me feel special.
More Darren Lewis when he was roaming the outfield at Candlestick and all the other parks around the National League. Mike talked last night about, he said you were the Let's see if I get the word right, Mike. The prettiest outfielder running. Is that the word you use?
Oh, yeah, he was beautiful. Graceful, just made it look easy. And
elegant, really nice strides.
Elegant style. I mean, that's the way you look to us.
Well, I was a long strider. You know, I had got pretty long legs and
still do.
Just getting a lot fatter, but we won't talk about that. But no, it's one of those things where the long legs, I think, it helped me cover a lot of ground, you know, in the outfield.
Effortless. Here's Ishikawa. Ishikawa pops this one up.
Oh, he just missed that one. He saw it well.
It's Kuzminov and Cabrera doing the pop-up dance, and Cabrera makes the catch, which leads me to believe that Kuzminov had no chance.
Well, he's scratching his head. I mean, this place will make you do it. You see a pop-up in the air, and you know what they're going through out there. Does it bring back memories, D?
It does. Like I said before, you know, you can't take your eye off the ball because the ball can blow anywhere at any time, but just got to stay with them.
And the reaction from Josh Banks. Whew. Yeah, I've done that.
Here's Renteria.
I feel you.
Renteria drew a walk in the second, and that fastball is high.
Well, we heard the applause and the ovation that you got when you were introduced, and I mean, they like you here. I mean, even the people from Stanford were clapping for an old Cal Bear.
Yeah, you know, it made me feel good, and you know, being a local kid to play at Chabot College, you know, go to Cal Berkeley, and then play for the A's and the Giants. You know, it's been a really neat experience for me to have that opportunity.
1-0 to Edgar Renteria.
When you're remembered as you are working and living here in the Bay Area, and Giants fans will come up to you and talk to you, what do they talk to you about most? That 93 team?
They do. They ask me a lot about that. You know, in the 93 team, I think most of the questions I get are about Barry Bonds. You know, a lot of people want to know about him and, you know, what kind of player he was, and so both of those. You know, I think, but mainly right now, I think probably, you know, most people ask me about Barry.
What do you tell them?
He was awesome. He was the best player that I played with, bar none. You know, I had the opportunity to play with some great players in Chicago when I was with the White Sox. Same thing with the Red Sox, but Barry was the best.
Sandoval with his 4th steal.
Have you had a chance to watch this guy play a little bit?
Yep, sure have. Actually, you know, I coached 3 years in the organization, so remember when he was about 16 years old when I first saw him, and he's matured incredibly.
Did he have as much fun then as he seems to be having now?
He was always like that. Whenever I'd see him, he was always smiling, having a great time, and you got to love that.
Oh, he's been amazing. And the Bay Area absolutely adores this guy, as they should.
3-1 to Renteria. Out of play, 3-2. Well, I know you live out where I do, out in the Danville, San Ramon area. You're involved in coaching some baseball out there, and it keeps you close to the game, I'm sure.
It does, and that's where I get my baseball fix. I love the game, and it's really my way of giving back to the game and help out. You know, just helping the kids in my community, teaching them baseball. It seems these days a lot of kids aren't playing baseball like they used to, so to get out there and promote the game and help the kids get better, it's been a lot of fun.
And it's Doherty Valley High School, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Edgar Renteria. Giants on top 4-0. We're visiting with Darren Lewis here in the 3rd inning on a really nice night for baseball at AT&T Park. Banks taking a long time looking in. Now he's ready. And this is lined to Headley, and Headley's going to put it away.
He's trying to give you a compliment.
I know.
Hey, we take him, man. Bring him on, baby.
I was this close to saying, yeah, you're right, Delu. Yeah. Here's Bowker. Bowker pops this one up. It'll be Cabrera making the catch. Darren Lewis, you're the man. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, great seeing you guys.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
D, good to see you, man.
A 4-0 lead for the Giants as we head to the 4th inning. And Everett Cabrera will lead things off. And he will take a pitch high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Now, this is the time through the lineup where we have seen hitters adjust to Jonathan Sanchez and him not being able to adjust back. And as we've seen it throughout most of his starts this year, the first time through the lineup, not a lot of loud contact, a lot of late swings, a lot of overmatched swings to that live fastball. But as hitters come through that second time up, they make adjustments and they get short.
A bunt. Ishikawa is going to grab it and tag out Cabrera.
Well, the Junior Giants stretch drive is going on right now, and it's going to go through Sunday, July 12th. And what is trying to be accomplished with the stretch drive is the Giants are trying to raise money for the Junior Giants program. And it's a baseball program that benefits 15,000 kids now. And there is a need for more, for more programming for kids to be able to get on teams, to get gloves, to get equipment so they can play baseball. And you can be a part of it. And I'll tell you how in a second. There's a $44 donation that you can give, and it allows one child the opportunity to play baseball for an entire season. $440 allows a full team of 10 kids to participate with uniform tops and hats and bats and gloves and balls for a whole year. That donation of $440 also will give you a baseball autograph by Hall of Famer Willie McCovey in a pregame ceremony. Or you can just go on your cell and you could text STRETCH to 40579 and you can donate $5. Anything helps put these kids on the field. It helps. These kids do not have the money to play this game, and we are trying to help them out. So anything that you can donate, we appreciate. Again, it's the juniorgiants.org. Go to the website for more information. Thank you.
Gwynn rolls this one foul. It's 2-2.
We're live right now. Smile at the camera. Are they on? You're on right now.
Tonight at 10:30, Comcast Sportsnet. It'll be Sportsnet Central.
Comcast. Sports Central tonight at 10:30.
Jonathan Sanchez has thrown the ball so freely. He has not been in a stretch yet.
Sometimes freely to the backstop, but nevertheless freely.
That's a good pitch. As hard as he's throwing, you buzz one guy like that, and that effective wildness label, I mean, applies. Sets up in the outside corner. This isn't even close to the glove. When a guy does that every once in a while, you know, that makes for kind of a queasy at bat.
Ishikawa is going to catch this.
Well, as Gwynn heads back to the Padre dugout, what do you say we ask our Aflac trivia question? The question tonight: can you name the San Francisco Giant with the highest batting average at the All-Star break to not make the All-Star team? That's a minimum of 200 plate appearances.
With 2 outs, here's Kevin Kuzminoff. Kuzminoff on the ground, foul, backhanded by the Panda. No balls and 1 strike.
Talk about where Jonathan Sanchez needs to go as he gets into the second time of the lineup or the third time of the lineup, is he has to establish an off-speed pitch that he can get over in a fastball count. That gets that hitter in the batter's box off of the fastball, and he has to be concerned about another pitch and another speed. The other speed is the significance.
One ball and 1 strike. Four nothing Giants. It's nice to see Darren Lewis. Darren Lewis, a good Giant.
Classy Giant.
3-1 to Kuzmanov.
It was really fun to watch Barry Bonds and Darren Lewis and Willie McGee play the outfield. They were remarkable. And the communication that they had with one another, it was almost like they were synchronized dancing out there in the outfield nightly.
Above us. There's D-Lou. You know, if you wear a hat good as a player, you wear a hat good as a former player. He looks good.
He does. He wears it right.
It's like, how many times have we seen Willie Mays in a sport coat? He maybe had a dinner. He's got his Giants hat on.
Yeah. We're talking a nice suit, too.
It may be because he just had a bad hair day, but nevertheless, he looked good in it.
It looks like he should never take it off.
Ishikawa moving over towards the Padre dugout, and that will end the inning.
Welcome back to the ball game. Bottom of the fourth. Giants lead at 4-0, and I went straight to the source. I talked to Pablo Sandoval about not being chosen as an all-star alternate, and he said he's still 100% happy. That's a quote. He said Jason Worth was having a good year too, and quite simply, he said it's not his time. Guys?
Well, he'll have plenty of opportunities, but it's still a little sad to see this one go by without him being on the team. Oh, and 1 to Uribe. In tight, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, it does hurt. I mean, there's another guy in the Giants clubhouse. Actually, a couple. Brian Wilson deserved to go. Jeremy Affeldt deserved to go. Benji Molina deserved to go. I mean, these guys had good arguments to say, I belong there. And when you don't get picked, you know what? You use it to motivate yourself. It happened to you. It happened to me. It happens to everybody that plays this game. If you play it long enough, you're going to have a good first half. You're going to think you belong. And you're going to get sometimes overlooked.
Remember, I believe it was 1976. It may have been 75 or 76. Buddy Bell was chosen to go, but felt like there were other guys that were more deserving. And Frank Robinson told him, he said, you got to go. You have to go because there's going to be a couple of years where you're going to be deserving to go and you're not going to get picked. As Uribe pops this one up.
He popped it up, but he still had good back leg into that swing.
As Cabrera puts it away. Yeah, I'm going, says Uribe.
Yeah, he says, if I can put this on, I can go. In fact, I'll pitch. I'll be you.
By the way, Buddy Bell did not go. He chose not to go, and they took someone else.
Wow. It tells you a lot about Buddy Bell.
Oh, and 1 to Eli Whiteside.
It is special when you get picked, though. It makes those years when you did get picked and you got overlooked, you forget about those. Kinda.
Yeah, Buddy made 5 All-Star games and should have been 6. Probably should have been more than that, but he was chosen for 6.
Well, just about everybody has an incentive now that if they do make an all-star team, it's worth some coin.
Yeah. Two balls and 1 strike to Eli Whiteside. Whiteside hooks this one just foul.
Almost got Phil Cuzzy. Phil, heads up. So you want to be an umpire, huh? Even on the night that you're just out there half brain dead at third, they're still picking on you.
Behind the dish last night, dodging foul balls tonight.
I always thought coaching or umpiring third base was kind of a night off.
Yeah. Whiteside, foul again.
Yep, they got their colors on. Gamers.
Tune into Barria's #1 rated 11 p.m. newscast, NBC Barria tonight at 11. And wake up with traffic and weather on NBC Barria weekday morning starting at 4:30 a.m. 2-2 pitch. Jonathan Sanchez to follow. And a foul back. Whiteside had a pretty good pitch to hit. Brewers are playing the Dodgers tonight. The Brewers took the Dodgers to the 9th inning, leading by a run. They were leading 6-5. It is now in the 10th inning, and the Dodgers are leading the Brewers 12-6. 12-6.
Wow.
Matt Kemp has just hit a grand slam home run.
They'll be heading for the parking lot in Milwaukee.
Out of play again. Yeah, Mike's boys never left the loft at McCovey Cove.
Yeah, they liked it out there. They said, we're not leaving.
Well, we didn't want to leave either. 3-2.
Yeah, that loft is pretty good. 10th pitch of the at bat.
Very high to left field.
And it's almost like I don't even care what happens in an at bat. If you get 10 pitches out of a guy's arm, that's a good at bat. Well, as Whiteside heads back to the Giants dugout, what do you say we ask and answer our Aflac trivia question? The question: can you name the San Francisco Giant with the highest batting average at the All-Star break to not make the All-Star team?
Kevin Mitchell.
Our survey said Ellis Burks. Hit .363 with 10 big flies and 40 RBIs in 2000 and didn't go. I'm still ticked off about that.
You know what? I remember it now, and I couldn't figure out why I was hacked off today. Now I know why.
It's the anniversary.
Sanchez with a sacrifice bunt in the second. Sanchez out swinging to end the inning. Here comes the 5th inning. It's 4-0 Giants.
You should have bunted. The last Giants no-hitter, September 29th, 1976, when John the Count Montefusco did it in Atlanta. They said it was the easiest no-hitter they'd ever seen.
And we just saw a 2-man celebration.
Yeah, celebration has changed the last couple years.
Gonzalez hit a fly ball to the warning track in the 2nd inning. Look out, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Saw the last out of that game. Fly ball to right field caught by Bobby Mercer.
Yep.
Who passed away last year.
The late Bobby Mercer.
Teammate, a good teammate. Good pitch. Boy, he really stayed on top of that breaking ball. That was dirty.
Got him.
Whew. Two good breaking balls to a guy with a real good approach against left-handed hitters, or left-handed pitchers rather. Adrian Gonzalez not able to check his swing after seeing a second breaking ball in a row, and that's especially difficult with him. He usually makes great adjustments. Not this time, folks. Oh, Sanchez, that was dirty.
There's a strike to Kuzminov. Actually, this is Headley. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He really has gotten that breaking ball to come to life this time through the lineup. And that is significant. Think back on the first time through, it's pretty much all fastballs. He had a glare on the batter's eye to give him a little bit of assistance on his fastball. He didn't need a whole lot of help. He went right through the Padres lineup. But here, the second time through, he's starting to bring this breaking ball in. He's got a nice feel for it.
Very high. Pitch number 51. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He's worked hard with his mechanics to try and allow himself to stay back, stay gathered on his back leg, so that when he drives his front shoulder to his target, he doesn't pull that shoulder off and drag his arm. Another good breaking ball, good hard slider down below the zone. Head the count 1-2. That's where you want to throw that pitch. When he's had problems with his mechanics, he flies that front shoulder, he'll drag the arm, and then he loses command of the fastball up and away. He can't drive the inside corner fastball to right-handed hitters, and his breaking ball gets flat. See ya. We go back to April 17th, and it's on the left side of your screen, and watch as he lifts his leg up and how he gets cocked. And watch on the right is tonight. As he gets gathered right here, look on the right side how much more cocked he is. It's very, very high, a tighter hip pattern, and then as he comes through, his hand's in better position to put power through his pitch. His hips stay cocked longer. He's in a balanced position, and when he makes his pitch, the final throw, he's got that ball releasing out in front of his body. And that's where you need to be. Wow.
0-2.
That breaking ball is live, folks. That's where you want to make your pitch. Now, with all of the at-bat gone down below the knees, you can change sight lines and throw that fastball out, right out over the middle of the plate about shoulder high, and you might get him to fish for it.
Look out.
And
there it was.
Ugly finder?
Yep, and it almost got him.
Who is it? Billy Hayes?
Yep.
Holy smokes. Again, very upright, very balanced. There you see, as he starts his drive, that front foot goes down, the hands high and in proper position, and he gets great drive and power through the pitch.
Sandoval to his left. Side retired. 4-0 Giants. All right, here's Aaron Rowan. Rowan had a big base hit to knock in a pair of runs in the second. Swing and a miss. Rowan, Scherholtz, Sandoval against Josh Banks. We are in the 5th inning. Nice crowd here tonight. Expect terrific crowds for the next 2 games, Saturday and Sunday. It is the final 2 games before the All-Star break. Look out. And Rowan with another base hit up the middle. All right, so you think you can hoop? Don't miss the ultimate hoop experience this weekend in Oakland, featuring competitive games, a fun and festive environment, surprise appearances by NBA players and celebrities, and a family fun zone. Log on to csnbayarea.com for more information. See you on the court. So you think you can hoop? Not anymore.
No.
No.
No, not anymore.
Here's Sherholtz.
Try telling your kids you used to be able to hoop.
Yeah. Think you can hoop? Nope.
Maybe all of a sudden come from Missouri. Show me.
Yeah. And then the only thing you can do is shoot free throws with them.
Yeah, with a Nerf ball sitting in your sofa.
1-0 to Sherholtz. Sherholtz smokes it to right. Off the top of the landing. Rowan is going to stop at third, and Sherholtz with a double.
Oh, they tried to go inside, and he just spinned on it. You know the great thing about being a hitter today is you have an at-bat like this, everybody sees it. And you turn around a belt-high fastball, and you stay inside it, and you do this, nobody in the league wants to throw you that pitch. So you effectively not only impress the guy that threw it, you impress the whole league that gets to see it. And that was a great at-bat. And Darren Balsley's going to come out and slow things down here and give his bullpen a chance to get loose.
All right. Time to ask Kruk and Kite, brought to you by Subway. Eat fresh. Ellen from San Mateo. What would you say is the best way to break in a baseball glove?
Play catch.
That's right. Play catch. And then when you're through playing catch, go play catch some more.
Yep, these guys play a lot of catch.
I think there's Rodriguez. Luis Rodriguez before the ball game. I think when you're a kid and your folks buy you a new glove and they're all fairly expensive gloves. Infield is in, by the way. There's a high drive. Right center field. This one is way back. Out of here. That's where Barry Bonds used to hit him.
That's where the big boys hit him. That is a big boy home run. And he did it on a breaking ball. That was loud, and that's going to be the last pitch that Josh Banks throws. That lit this place up, and folks, that is an impressive swing of the bat.
He's got 14 home runs. He's got 53 RBIs. And his average is over 330. This is bye-bye, baby. The Pandas. It's 7-0 Giants. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and tune-up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Mike Ekstrom is the new Padre pitcher.
He has done well since he's been called up for Portland. Ekstrom down in AAA was 3-1 with a 2.08 ERA. He had one start, so they were being used as a swingman down there. Got a little sink on his fastball, good changeup, and a curveball is what we've been told he has. First chance we're getting to see him.
Ishikawa takes a strike. Ishikawa with a triple and a pop-up. He's 1 for 2. Out of play 0-2. I was talking about a glove. You know, we hear, let's see, put it in the microwave, you know, shaving cream. If a dad spends the money that gloves cost now, I mean, that's all kind of tricky to be messing with it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a big leaguer, you get 5 or 6 or 10 gloves are free a year. And you can stick them wherever you want. Dip them in water. But when you got one, you know, you got to be careful with it. So our suggestion is to play catch.
Yeah, if you want to break it in fast, you know, throw it in a tub of water and let it soak and wrap a ball, put a ball inside it, wrap it up and let it dry out a couple days, pick it up and start playing catch. It breaks in fast. But in doing that, you really loosen up the leather. Let's take a look at the swing of the bat from Pablo Sandoval. Hanging breaking ball. And say goodnight. Home run number 14. RBIs number 51, 2 and 3. And you just don't see many balls hit to that part of the ballpark.
Took the curtain call, and here's Renteria.
But just to finish up the glove talk, if you do all those things and you try and fast break it in, you're going to break the leather down, and your glove will not last as long. If you just play catch with it, I know it's hard at first, but sooner or later you're going to break it in. You're going to break it in for a long time.
Renteria shatters his bat. Cabrera throws him out, 2 outs.
Talk about the power it takes to hit a ball. Watch the back leg stay through, and here comes the hip. And that's where he gets his drive. In complete line with that backside as he throws his bat head to the ball, and everything comes together right at the point of impact. And that ball jumped, and you knew right away it was out of here.
I mean, he hit it to the flagpost.
It's a blast.
I mean, that's an area you want to avoid. Inside to Bowker.
Got him.
Those people clapping, they're all from Sacramento. Bowker's aboard.
I think John Bowker and Kevin Franzen, you know, it's going to be tougher for these two guys to make it in this city than anybody else because they're from here.
Yeah.
They grew up rooting for the orange and black. And Bruce Bochy knows this. John Dunson says, Big Panda, Little Barry. Little Barry Bonds, well, he recognized that Bonds was the only other guy who used to hit him out there.
There's a base hit to right field for Uribe.
Another good swing. Boy, he is dialed. Watch his knob lead through the swing. And look at the balance and the coverage he has on the outer part of the plate. Boy, he's in good position. That ball gets to him deep, stays inside, and just rifles a seed to right field. The guy has that type of swing going, you can't get that out. If you do, he's hitting it at somebody hard.
Here's Whiteside. Eli Whiteside with a pop-up single in the second, and he flied out in the fourth.
Boy, Juan Uribe sitting in that 7th spot in the lineup. He's just laying in the bushes.
He is 7th and 8th.
He is dialed.
Whiteside would like to have that one back. It's 1-2.
That's a set him up swing right there. Just set him up. Because right now, Ekstrom's thinking he could throw that one again.
Tried it. Whiteside took it. 2-2. Tried it again. Fish ain't biting. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
2 good takes right there. As bad as that second strike swing was, if you could learn something from it, lay off the next teasers, it doesn't hurt you. He may throw another one here with the pitcher on deck.
Got him. Giants pick up 3 on the home run by Sandoval. It's 7-0. Gigante. Matt Williams, one of our all-time favorites. Eliezer Alfonso takes a steroid. Sandoval hits a home run, and guess who's the most popular guy in the yard?
The Panda. Pandaval.
0-2.
That guy's going to get a job, I'm telling you.
He'll be over at the county fair. Yeah, but you can't do. I don't care if it's too warm. I mean, you gotta keep it on. That's part of the act.
Fired.
Unless, of course, you're trying to get a date.
Yeah, I think he is. If you want the date, leave the hat on. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Jonathan Sanchez came out smoking and threw a breaking ball to Eliezer Alfonso that was
sweet.
Perfect.
Here's Rodriguez. Luis Rodriguez.
Now for Sanchez, it's just a matter of maintaining your concentration. See the pitch before you throw it.
Sherholtz will park himself underneath this one.
People ask, what do starting pitchers do when they come off the field and they go in the dugout? They sit down, they towel off, they get a drink of water, put on a jacket, and they start pitching the next inning in their mind. They start seeing the hitter get in the box, they start throwing every pitch, every sequence of pitches. And they do it over and over and over again.
Here's Edgar Gonzalez. Fouls it to the backstop.
See, I like what Whiteside has done here too. He's really mixing that first pitch up. When everything's working, Sanchez has a fastball, a curveball, a slider, and a split. Hasn't thrown many splits tonight, and he hasn't had to. The curveball slider combination has been really good off the fastball. And I like the fact he's taking his time. He's got his rhythm. And he knows it.
1-2.
See, that's the thing. When you have your rhythm, you've got your command. When you've got your command, you know you've got it. And you can think 1 or 2 or 3 pitches ahead. And each pitch that comes off your hand, no matter where it's caught or where it goes, it sets up the next pitch.
Out of play. It stays 1-2.
Picks his target up. Eyes stay on the target.
And Gonzalez stays alive.
That's the other thing too. You watch big league pitchers. When they lock onto a target, after they throw the ball, their eyes stay on the target. They don't watch the ball. And he has been on his target all night long.
See you later.
Backdoors. Wow.
6 strikeouts for Sanchez. 7-0 Giants.
That was awesome.
Sanchez. 7-0 Giants. Sanchez, a sacrifice bunt and a strikeout. and a strike, and it's 0-1. Kane and Zito, they'll be the two remaining starters in this series. Another 2 to Sanchez. It'll be Kane tomorrow and then Zito on Sunday. Well, Junior Giant Stretch Drive is going out through Sunday, July 12th. 2 ways to donate. You got to go to jrgiants.org. Here's some suggested donations. $44 called the Stretch Donor. $440 donation. That'll equip the full team of 10, or you can do it on your cell phone. Help Willie McCovey reach his goal of kids playing baseball this summer. It's called the Stretch Drive. jrgiants.org. Rowan, 2 for 3, a couple of sharp singles up the middle. Could be playable for Gonzalez. 2 outs. Here's Sherholtz.
Don't worry too much about your ABs, kid. Focus is in the 7th inning.
Woody never did.
No.
Sherholtz doubled off the top of the wall in right field.
He's had 2 good at bats. His first at bat, the 2nd inning, lined out to left field. He had an at bat last night. We were talking about it today before the game. It was an 0-1 count, and there was a slider that got thrown to him. He swung and missed. They hit him in the back leg. Strike 2. And the next pitch, an 0-2 count, he hit a base hit up the middle.
Not the first time it's happened.
Nor the second.
Well, trying to get that breaking ball before it breaks. Randy Gwynn in his first at bat hit a ball off his ankle, just off the side of the ankle guard.
And it was a direct hit. That's worse than getting hit by a pitch.
Absolutely. 1-2 to Sherholtz. And he stays alive. Foul back. Kevin Franson is on deck. That would be in place of Pablo Sandoval. Got him. Kind of a late call, but nevertheless a call by Brian Runge. It stays 7-0.
Welcome back to Giants baseball. Before the game, Bruce Bochy said a couple of the guys had been suffering from flu-like symptoms, and then he decided to joke around and said he's not sure there's any cure for this Mohawk epidemic. And Sergio Romo is the latest Giant to fall victim to that nasty haircut, but he had a little bit of strategy behind the do. He said he likes to change things up after he gives up a run. He said earlier this season he changed gloves, then he changed his spikes, and last night he changed his hair. Guys,
that's a pretty good look.
It is. Just so he doesn't come up with this, change the announcers.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Cabrera, like Everyone else in this Padre lineup does not have a hit.
Whiteside wants a fastball in. And that's one of the few times he's really gotten underneath the fastball. And you can see the look in his face as Juan Uribe has gone over to play third base with Sandoval out. Kevin Franzen comes in to play second. This will be an interesting pitch right here for Jonathan Sanchez to see if he can get back in that slot. He did.
2-2.
And this is something we saw him early on this year when he was pitching for the Puerto Rican team in the WBC. He was doing that. If you got underneath the pitch, he was able to get back into a slot. He'd worked out hard all winter long. He got bigger and stronger, and that strength level increased. It was something that really showed up when he tried to correct his arm slot.
Got him.
And there again, another example of a perfect arm slot. When you have break on a curveball like this, and you are doing everything perfect, coming out, not trying to overthrow it, and that ball snapping off, and just another swing through strike three. His strikeout number 7. And the majority of his strikeouts tonight have been on the breaking ball. Boy, that's a good pitch.
Well, here's Tony Gwynn. He got the first hit off of Lincecum last night in the 7th inning. Now he's in a spot to face Sanchez, and he fouls it out of play.
Now his father in his career, Tony Gwynn Sr., the Hall of Famer, 3 times broke up a no-hitter.
Dave Righetti came up to me today and he said to me, he said, I want you to know if you guys saw the same thing I did. The crazy crab came in front of our dugout in the 7th inning.
They did.
Typical that he would not let that slide. The crazy crab did his deal in front of the Giants dugout, and then the
next hitter
45 seconds later. Got him.
Not tonight, folks. Strikeout number 8, again on the breaking ball. And a reminder, while the Giants did not get Pablo Sandoval into the All-Star game, the fans' support was incredible, and as a special thank you and your reward for your hard work, the Giants have a special offer. Come out to the ballpark and take advantage of a special 10th man $10 ticket offer for tomorrow night's game against these Padres. Go to sfgiants.com and type in PANDA as the coupon code to redeem your ticket now.
Here's Kuzmanov. Kuzmanov fouls it at the plate.
Again, they mix the fastball with the slider, the curveball on that first pitch. Kuzmanov not waiting around. He's recognizing that you don't want to get deep in the count to this guy, not with what he's throwing tonight.
And 2.
And that fastball is as live now as it was in the first inning. The difference now is that batter's eye is filled in. There's no glare up there, and guys are still swinging through that fastball. And Jonathan Sanchez has lit this place up. Good 0-2 pitch. That's a pitch that he could not make in April when he was having mechanical problems, driving that fastball on the inside corner to a right-handed hitter. That was a good pitch at an 0-2 count. It sets up a breaking ball. Sanchez has not shaken off Whiteside a lot, and he just did twice.
It's got to be out, and he is, and that ends the inning. Sanchez with 9 strikeouts. All right, it is time now for our McDonald's game summary. Banks, 4 innings pitched. He allowed 7 earned runs. Sanchez has been perfect through 7. Sandoval, 2 for 3, and one of the longest home runs of the year, if not the longest this year. Ekstrom has been good, and he's facing Kevin Franzen. Franson batting for the first time. Franson, Ishikawa, and Renteria. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Locked. That face you saw on Sanchez is exactly how you want your starting pitcher to look during a game. And in his mind, he's thinking about Adrian Gonzalez, Chase Headley. First two guys he's going to face in the 8th.
Franson pops one up. Out to the second baseman, Rodriguez. 1 out.
Andy Johnson has been in this situation before. 2 times in his career. Johnson a no-hitter early with the Seattle Mariners, and then he, as a member of the Arizona Diamondbacks, a perfect game against the Atlanta Braves in Atlanta. And Randy Johnson said, when I was in Atlanta, he says, I'd come and I'd stand next to the dugout in the on-deck circle, and the fans were all over me. And then when I got up there the 3rd time, and it was late, and I had a perfect game going,
Best friends.
they quit getting on me.
Friends for life.
They wanted me to see. They wanted to see me do it.
Ishikawa is 1 for 3.
He's seeing the ball well right now.
Belt high strike, 1-2.
I remember one time watching a game, Dennis Lamp was pitching for the White Sox, and Harry Carey was the broadcaster for the Chicago White Sox, and Dennis Lamp had a no-hitter in Milwaukee against that just incredible hitting Milwaukee Brewer team. And in that they were the visiting team, Lamp had no-hitter through bottom of 8th, and now they go to the top of the 9th, and here come the White Sox hitters. And Harry Carey's actually wanting the White Sox players to make outs so he could see how the game was all going to unfold and whether or not Dennis Lamp was going to get the no-hitter.
Right.
It was hysterical.
Ishikawa out swinging. 5 strikeouts now for Ekstrom.
Well, you can tune into the Bay Area's #1 rated 11 p.m. newscast, NBC Bay Area Tonight at 11, and you can wake up tomorrow with traffic and weather on NBC Bay Area weekday morning starting at 4:30 a.m.
Edgar Renteria is 0 for 2. He did walk and he did score a run in the 2nd. Inside, not by much. 1 ball and no strikes.
But that was the beauty of Harry Carey. I mean, he really became a fan, and he was basically echoing what all the fans
Right.
were thinking. I mean, the game was lopsided. The White Sox were going to win the game. But the only drama left was whether or not Lamp was going to get the no-hitter.
Down the right field line, that'll be foul.
Yep, smiles around. Everybody's okay. Make a play. Let's go. In that game, Dennis Lamp did not get the no-hitter. Robert Yount broke it up. And you can imagine the response when the hit went into the outfield from Harry Carey. Oh!
Classic Harry Carey.
Classic Harry Carey.
1-2 to Renteria.
And he was saying what every Chicago White Sox fan watching the ball game was saying.
Renteria lines this one right at the second baseman Rodriguez to end the inning. All right, the drama continues. We will head to the 8th. 7-0 Giants. 7-0 Giants as we go to the 8th inning. As Sanchez will work to Gonzalez, Headley. And then the pitcher, which you would assume would be a pinch hitter. Two and 0 to Gonzalez.
A little quick with the rhythm. He's left both those pitches on the inside corner.
3 and 0.
And you can imagine his heart rate's pumped up a little bit. And that'll change your pace just a little bit. And it will affect your release point.
Comes back with a strike. He took a little off. 3 balls and 1 strike. Left field, hit well. Bowker, he's got room. That's Jonathan Sanchez's father. So you know he came out of his seat on that one. And this is torture.
Great comeback, down 3-0 the count, comes all the way back, and he challenges one of the best fastball hitters on this Padres team with lots of opposite field power. And he gets the out. Good comeback.
Here's Headley. Headley rolls it foul, and it's 0-1. This is his dad on that play. Agony, agony. Yes.
Ecstasy.
On the ground, Uribe off his chest, and it'll be a base runner. It'll be an error.
Official scorer very quickly made the call. It's an error. And Whiteside going to come out. And I like this. You know, Eli Whiteside, the catcher with not a lot of big league experience, has done a great job behind the dish, and he has hooked up well with Sanchez tonight. Came out immediately to calm Sanchez down, get his focus back. For the first time tonight, with 1 out here in the 8th, Sanchez is going to work out the stretch.
Here's a pinch hitter, Craig Stansberry. Stansberry to the backstop. That's, like Mike said, the first time he's thrown out of the stretch.
Now, the longer it takes you to get in the stretch, the harder it is to find a rhythm once you're in it. Because I mean, you don't come out and start working in the stretch between innings when you're getting loose to go into your inning. I mean, really, the last time you're in your stretch is when you're working prior to the game, getting loose. It takes a couple of pitches, and that's when you're vulnerable.
Popped out of play to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike. See the numbers for Stansberry at AAA. Here he takes high, 2 balls and 1 strike. A little low. 3-1.
Pretty good take there for Stansberry. I mean, you just called up from AAA and you're up there in the pinch hit role. You want to hit. To lay out that 2-1 teaser below the zone, that's a pretty good take.
Guide to right. It'll be Sherholtz. Puts it away. Sportsnet Central tonight at 10:30. And the hitter is Eliezer Alfonso. Alfonso is flied out to left, and he struck out swinging.
And he likes that first pitch.
Strike one.
Another wicked breaking ball. They stayed away from his tendency, and on the 95th pitch of this ball game for Jonathan Sanchez, his curveball looks as good as ever, and he steals strike one.
Strike two.
Backs it up. I mean, the Giants know the hitting philosophy of Alfonso. They know he sits fastball, and they've stayed away from that fastball here the first two pitches to gain an 0-2 advantage. And now you can go buzz right across the top of his shoulders, and he will chase. They'll chase on both sides of the zone, up and down.
And fouled at the plate.
It's a little bit too much strike zone right there. You're heading to count 0-2 to a wild swinger who will chase in the dirt. He'll chase above the shoulders. This is a little too close to the strike zone.
Way outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Reach back there. Tried to add. You try to add, you'll fly that front shoulder. Takes you out of your rhythm just a little bit. What he has done tonight so beautifully, when he has gone out of rhythm with one pitch, he's been able to get back into a good arm slot on the next pitch.
Strikeouts for Sanchez. It remains 7-0 Giants. It's 7-0 Giants. Jonathan Sanchez, right now, he's Steve Martin. He's the lonely guy.
He is the lonely guy. And nobody wants to go near him. And it has not affected him one bit. His focus has been sensational tonight. He's been able to hold his concentration. And now he'll watch Ryan Webb, who just became a Padre. July 5th, he was in that deal that's with Oakland that sent Scott Hairston to Oakland. And they say this guy's stuff is fantastic.
Here's Bowker. Bowker looks at a strike.
98-mile-an-hour fastball right out of bed. How do you do?
Bowker, Uribe, and Whiteside in the 8th. Good breaking ball, and it missed. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That did miss. He just didn't get it. Padres bench is woofing big time on Brian Runge. Runge has not missed many tonight. He's umpired a very clean game. These are nasty. 3 pretty good pitches right there. Bud Black agrees with you. Those are nasty.
And Bowker will as well, as he is tagged out. 1 out here in the 8th inning. Let's check out our Corona timeout, and it's about the Venables. It's about Max, who my partner and I played with. He was with the Giants from 1979 through 1984. And then his son to the right, Will Venable, his 2nd season with San Diego. He's got a .236 lifetime batting average. The Venables, Max and Will. That's our Corona timeout. Here's Uribe. Uribe, 2 for 3. Chopper over the bag. Rodriguez Not in time. It'll be a base hit and an infield hit for Uribe.
Tom Hallion on the call. Tonight it's all about Jonathan Sanchez on the mound and his old man in the stands watching him throw. And Jonathan looks a whole lot more calm than the old man.
Isn't that the way it is?
Yep.
It's that way from T-ball to the big leagues. Here's Whiteside. Whiteside skies it down the right field line. A long run for Gonzalez. And Gonzalez, could he have caught it? They're saying no. I don't know about that one.
Well, Gonzalez is shaking his head too, and I think Bud Black's going to come out and argue it. But it's not every day you get a chance to watch Willie Mays make a play.
See, I think that's an out.
It should be. He interfered.
Yeah, I mean, he clearly leaned over by about a foot. And maybe he's saying he could have caught it. Maybe his point was Gonzalez wasn't over there in time to catch it. But the fan clearly leaned over.
Well, he's there plenty of time. I mean, it would have been a nice play. He would have been very close to the wall, but we'll never know. That's interference.
So Whiteside catches a break, gets no balls and 1 strike. Up the middle and a base hit. Uribe will stop at second. Second hit for Whiteside. And listen to the applause for Jonathan Sanchez.
Number 57, Jonathan Sanchez.
Well, Tim Flannery has nicknamed Jonathan Sanchez the Spaniard. And in that movie, The Gladiator, there's that one line that says, Spaniard, you win the crowd, you win your freedom. And he has won the crowd tonight.
He has. And a strike. The pitching line for Sanchez. Out of play, 0-2. Two outs.
That is not a bad thing.
No.
Go back, sit down, get yourself gathered. Stay in that pace, stay in that rhythm. A couple guys in that Giants bench have been through that walk before. Dave Righetti.
Rowan takes a strike. He's got a couple of hits, 2 RBIs. He scored a run. And here's where you're looking for somebody who might want to talk to you, and nobody does.
Got his own.
I mean, plus this is like the also no eye contact.
Hey, a tradition's a tradition. You can see Righetti to his left, our right.
Let's see him take a peek at him.
He's had to pitch this 9th inning under similar situations, as has Randy Johnson. Mark Gardner.
Mark Gardner went through 9 innings without allowing a hit, allowed 2 hits in the 10th. One and one to Rowan. just outside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
And all 3 of those guys in the dugout staying away from him.
Yeah. Luis Rodriguez will be the leadoff hitter. Then it'll be Edgar Gonzalez. And then Everett Cabrera. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Nice breaking ball from Ryan Webb. We talked about what's going on in the mind of Jonathan Sanchez. You played in this game when Lynn Barker had his perfect game. What's it going on in the mind of the players behind him?
Oh man, the concentration is incredible. Perfect game is a little different. That's already gone by the boards with Uribe's error in the 8th. Still, you make an error in a game like this in the 9th inning, you want outs. Up the middle and a base hit for Rowe on his 3rd hit. Uribe's going to score, and it's 8-0.
All 3 of Aaron Rowan's base hits have gone right back up the middle. And he has, at times this year, when his average is starting to slide a little bit, he just says, you know what, I'm going to try to hit base hits. I'm going to try to go back up the middle. And that's exactly what he has done tonight. An extra batting session before the game today. Let the ball get deep. Just take it right back up the middle. And it's an RBI on top of it. That's a bonus. But right now, I feel like Harry Carey.
Here's Nate Schultz. This ball high. 1 ball and no strikes. Schultz doubled in the 5th inning. Remember, Randy Wynn left after 1 at bat. Banged the ball off his foot. Rodriguez will make the play, and that ends the inning. Here comes Sanchez. We will go to the 9th. It is the 9th, and Jonathan Sanchez and the Giants lead the Padres 8-0. And everybody, and I mean everybody, is on their feet here at the ballpark. And it'll be Luis Rodriguez. And a strike, and it's 0-1.
How many times have we seen that tonight where they have stolen strike 1 with the breaking ball? They've mixed the slider and the curveball. Eli Whiteside has been masterful at his signal calling.
Just missed 1 ball and 1 strike.
Jonathan Sanchez, first year of professional baseball, 2004. And you see a miss just below the strike zone. Good pitch, 0-1. He has never had a complete game.
On the ground to short. Renteria is going to have to hurry. Here's his throw. Got him. 1 down in the 9th.
Used the breaking balls to set up the fastball. And it was going to be a quick exchange, glove hand to bare hand, and he makes it effortlessly. 1 down.
Here's Edgar Gonzalez. A bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. Two and 0. The fact that this is not a 1 or 2 run game is significant. You do not have to come into the strike zone. You don't.
Well, you certainly don't have to give into the strike zone in a 2-0 count.
Center field, hit well, hit very well. Rowan on the move. Rowan makes the catch. 2 down in the ninth.
Aaron Rowan, who 2 days earlier made the play of the year taking on the center field wall, does it again on a ball that was just crushed, goes back and slams up high against the wall, and he's 1 out away. That's right, Jonathan Sanchez, 1 out away.
And here's Cabrera. Cabrera bluffs a bunt, and he takes the ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
I'm not sure the people in attendance are digging that.
Well, Renteria came streaking in from short. In the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes.
Take a walk, regroup, see the pitch before you throw it.
He gets the call. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Pitcher strike, but he's earned it. If that strike zone goes wide a little bit, he has earned it.
Out of play, 2-2. And now this crowd will behind Jonathan Sanchez.
Now he saved the breaking ball. They've got the 2-strike count they've been looking for, and that has been his money pitch, his go-to pitch all night long.
Strike 3 call. Jonathan Sanchez has thrown a no-hitter here at AT&T Park. As the Giants come storming out of their dugout, and the last one to join the pile is the big unit. The last no-hitter for the Giants, September 1976, John the Count Montefusco. What a night for the kid.
He won the crowd.
Outstanding, Johnny. Way to go. Way to go. How you doing?
Nice going, kid. Randy Johnson and his good friend Marquise Valdez, his road buddy, all coming over to give their congratulations.
1 base runner, and that was Chase Headley, reached on an error in the 8th inning. Here are the facts. 11 strikeouts, no walks. Montefusco, the last no-hitter, the last one at home, which was at Candlestick, came in August of 1975, and it was Ed Halicki who pulled it off.